In this tutorial, we're going to look at the SIP trunks feature in the account. You're going to use a SIP trunk whenever the end user has an IP compatible PBX and doesn't want to make the move to a hosted solution yet. First, we'll click on the SIP trunks tab where we can see our existing trunks. If you need a new SIP trunk, click Add New SIP Trunk in the top right. We can see the status of the trunk, the username, password, and the host you'll connect the PBX to. You can also set a nickname for the trunk to be able to recognize it. Here we set the channels, which is the number of concurrent calls able to be going through the trunk at any time. You will need the sum of all inbound and outbound calls. We can also set the caller identification for the trunk, and there's the option to withhold the caller ID. By including an inbound failover, in the form of an NTS destination or a voicemail inbox in the unfortunate event that a PBX's connection is lost, you maintain the ability to receive calls. Next, we'll click on the IP address tab. We can choose Direct IP and enter the PBX's public IP address, which bypasses the need to use SIP registrations. Alternatively, we can restrict the SIP trunk to a specific IP address to drastically decrease the ability for it to be hacked. Moving on, we'll click on the Call Restrictions tab. Here we can limit the destinations that the SIP trunk can make calls to, as well as manage the times that the trunk can make calls. Again, this limits the damage that any foreign intrusion in the PBX can cause. We'll click onto the Call Recording tab now. Here we can enable call recordings on the trunk for outbound calls. We'll be able to see the call recordings in the Call Recordings tab on the left. Last, let's move on to the Advanced tab. We can map the inbound numbers in two ways, one with +44 and one without the plus, 44. You can alter it here. If you want your PBX to handle all the call states and only receive relevant signals via SIP, check the box that says Only Signal. Once you're happy with all the settings, click Save, and the SIP trunk is in the account. Remember, for the SIP trunk to be in effect, you need to have it set as a destination somewhere in your account.